All right, y'all, here's a little quick walkthrough of this historic church, Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church in Barrett Station, Texas, east of Houston. This is the new building as of 2000. They finished the completion of the construction in 2000. So here go the pillars. Reverend I.E. Holmes, the senior pastor, my pastor. And Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, organized in 1876, y'all. 1876. Whoo, this church been here a long time. So we're going to take care of the front lawn. Edge it up, you know, make it all nice and neat, and get it looking top notch, as the pillars should look, you know, for the community. There's very other churches that's branched off from Shiloh, but this was the original church in this community. And I will be giving y'all some history at the end of this video. And I'm gonna try to get a quick interview with one of the descendants if I can. If not, a long-time resident of the community. But I'm trying to aim to get one of the descendants that I know. So let's get to this cut, y'all. All right, everything is wrapped up. The front lawn is cleaned up. You go to walk through. Everything is looking good. I'm gonna walk through here. Everything looking sharp. Chat. Busy street here. Just clean this up and stuff is blown back in, but it's all good. Yeah, this is the church property. Legendary Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, Bear Station, Texas. This is all finished, y'all. So as always, I want to thank y'all for tuning in with me. For those who are brand new, I thank you for stopping by my channel. You could have went anywhere else and probably have before, but you know, spend time with OG or GDR man. So I'm gonna have a little interview with one of the descendants, or just a longtime resident here in the Bear Station area, and that will be added to this video here. So if you like what you're seeing, give me that like, subscribe button. Also, please share. Always share the content. Until we meet again, y'all be blessed, be a light. Yard man is out of here. Until the next one, y'all. Holla.
God talks about his divine identity. But over in John, he talks about it several times where he says, I am the bread of life. Yeah. I am the light of the world. Right. Before Abraham was, I am. He says, I am the Father, I and the Father are one. Yeah. And it says, I am the resurrection of life.
The story will unravel this mystery Really, its unfolding, the Drew saga began in a one-room building called Shiloh Baptist Church. Even though the name Drew was not conceived at this time, this little church was one of the feeder schools that would lead to Drew. The first school for colored children was established in the late 1890s and was located in Shiloh Baptist Church.
Was not in a gathering before the rain, the harvest would be lost. So he had plenty of people to go to work. But he had a group of people who were standing out and they just had one more hour in the day to work. The picture is that the landowner had an inexhaustible work supply, and he had to have somebody there to do the work. The owner promised the elder workers a day's wages, and a day's wages was only a denarius. A day the other workers hired through the day were not promised. Only thing he did, he said, whatsoever is right, I will pay.
All right, y'all. This is GDR Man here, and I told y'all I was going to bring a descendant of Harrison Barrett. And we have here Reverend Malcolm Barrett, one of my mentors, a long-time friend and brother who has been knowing me a long time. So I have a few questions to ask you, Reverend Malcolm, regarding, being a descendant of Harrison Barrett. What generation Barrett are you?
I am actually a fourth generation of Barrett, descendant of Harrison Barrett.
Yeah.
Before we say all of that, I'm grateful that you have asked me to do this.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your efforts and
Yes,
knowing you from a child here
Yes,
at
sir.
Shiloh.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate how you have turned out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amen. But I am actually fourth generation to Harrison Barrett. Harrison Barrett is my great grandfather. Eddie Barrett was his son, which is my grandfather, and my dad was Eddie Barrett's son. So this makes me fourth generation.
Fourth generation.
Harrison Barrett, Eddie Barrett, and Pelton Barrett.
Okay. My next question is, how long have you been a resident of Barrett? I know you relocated, but how long were you a resident of Barrett
I've
Station?
been a resident of Barrett Station all my life, 63 years. I just recently got married and moved to Houston, but my home is still here, my house is still here. So I've been a resident of Barrett Station all my life, 63 years.
63 years, man.
Yes.
And I remember we talked in passing. I didn't know this. You gave me a historical fact about Barrett Station, about there's no track coming in or going out, and it clicked. I'm like, that's true. Whether you're coming from Highlands or you're coming, from Crosby, it's way most African American communities you have a track that you have to go over.
Right. That's right.
And do you know why is that, or did anybody tell you down the line, the reason behind it?
Well, it's just where Barrett is situated between Interstate 10 and Highway 90. It's situated where there was no railroad tracks come through here.
Right.
And where we were situated, it made it perfect for growth and revenue and everything that you didn't have to go across the track to get to whatever it's offered here.
Right. You think this is the only community in the country that's like that?
This is one. Barrett Station is, from my research, is one of two black towns that you don't have to cross the track to get to.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I wonder if other residents know about that, because I mean, not me from being from it, but being raised. That blew me away.
Yeah.
And I'm 36 years old. And I have a bonus question.
Look, on another fact question.
Yes.
Another fact question I want to share with you
Please.
is that the Barrett Cemetery on the home site was spawned by an offer made from back in the day when my great grandfather was here. There were some white people who really cared for black people.
Right.
The white residents offered my great grandfather property to bury his dead on Old Highway 90. At that time, my great grandfather said, well, no, I appreciate it, but I'm going to put my cemetery on the property that I've been blessed with.
Right.
Just as sure as I put my family up there, my loved ones up there, they might build a roadhouse down the road. People have a roadhouse maybe put up there, which is a hotel or a motel.
Correct.
And sure enough, a hotel was put on the site where he was offered to bury his people. Wow. And so the cemetery is on the home site.
Correct.
It's still being used.
Right.
It's the name of the cemetery is Journey's Inn, and so we're grateful about that fact. That's how it came to be by being asked. Do you want to put it up here on Highway 9? Right. No, we're going to put it here in the community on the property.
Right. And I know I had a bonus one.
Okay.
What would you say Barrett Station needs the most? As just it kind of just something that I was thinking about. Like it's a very self-sustaining neighborhood, not neighborhood, but town. I know I've talked to a few other members and residents of it and said, well, I wish we had a post office still here. But what do you think present day in 2023 that Barrett needs the most?
So right now, one of a couple of things that I'll mention, right now what's needed most is deed restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
The community is kind of getting downgraded with a lot of trailer homes that is not up to par. Mm-hmm. And so I really would love to see some deed restrictions put in place so that it will alleviate some of the old trailer houses that's been brought in. Mm-hmm. And then of course the need for commercial property franchises, food establishments, gas station, even retail stores will be brought into the community. Right. And with the development that's coming, all of those things will possibly come.
Correct.
Some things are being put in place to entice franchises to come into the Barrett Station. And so that's what I see the need is. Deed restrictions first, and then some franchises and retail businesses.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. So those were those questions I had for you. And man, you gave me some definitely some insight that I didn't know, and I'm glad you all have, been tuning in with GDR Man, your neighborhood yard man. But this is going to conclude our interview with Reverend Malcolm Barrett here, who is one of the descendants of Harrison Barrett and a great mentor to me. Not only that, he's a great advocate for the community, even though he doesn't stay here, presently, but he's still rooted here in Barrett Station.
Man.
So until the next one, y'all, GDR Man is out. Be blessed, be a light, as I always say. Stay Lawn Official. I'm out. Barrett is located in eastern Harris County, 22 miles northeast of Houston. Located south of Crosby, Texas, in the present-day Highway 90, Barrett Settlement was founded by Harrison Barrett, 1845 to 1917, and has been registered in the Texas Family Land Heritage as Texas Central Farm. Born into slavery, Barrett was the son of Simon and Lisa Barrett, who came to Texas from Louisiana following the emancipation of Texas slaves in 1865. Barrett spent several years gathering his family together. He eventually found all of them except one sister, and they settled on land east of the San Jacinto River. He purchased this land in 1889 and began a community that later would become Barrett Settlement. Beginning with 7 houses, the community grew to include additional homes, farms, and businesses. Barrett established a school, church, and a cemetery, where the Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church was started. After a post office station was opened there in 1947, the area became known as Barrett Station. Harrison Barrett's homestead, twice rebuilt by descendants, stands on its original location. Barrett Station, an African American community survivor generations, prides itself in rich in heritage, education, and community pride. Since its existence, Barrett Station's spiritual background with the church has been a very integral part of the community. The Barrett Station Ministry Alliance, a 501 nonprofit organization consisting of churches trans-denominational, created in 1988 for benevolent purposes and to address community issues. Barrett is known for sports and youth activities, especially the Barrett Station Dragons. Over 30 years, the Barrett Station Dragons have been putting such a good football product on the field. It was founded in '86 by 5 phenomenal people, 5 men: Dwight Judge, Roland Flannel, John Correct, Freddie Matthews, and Curtis Winfrey Sr. They poured their time and talent and dreams to create a program that would develop youngsters and make a difference. More than 1,000 athletes have passed through this upright Barrett Station program, many of whom now are actively involved in the program as coaches, mentors, and supporters. one that is very, very successful is the quarterback coach, well now, the offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson, for the Philadelphia Eagles. So with Barrett Station's existence, we find out that community pride, faith, and resilience is supreme for this great town. Thank you for tuning in with me again. As always, stay Lawn Official. Until the next one, be blessed and a light. GDR Man is out.